Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
Jerry.
And Linda. And Gizmo.
We're the Village's Newcomers. And you know, last week we brought you 5 of our top 10 day trips. Today we're going to bring you the second 5. We compiled that list of 10 places and things that we've done in the first couple of years here in Central Florida. They're within an easy drive of the Villages. Hopefully you liked last week's list of 5 that we gave you, and we're continuing that today. Remember, they're not in any particular order. We've put in the distance from the Villages, the costs, and other pertinent information. If you want to know more, check the video description and you'll have contact information and maybe something there that can help you guys plan your next adventure. Our first stop will be the Chase Animal Rescue and Sanctuary. Only 28 miles from our home in the Villages. It takes about 43 minutes to get here. And less than 50 miles from Orlando. Not a bad trip at all. And believe me, it's worth the time.
And it's way out in the country.
I mean, not way out in the country. It's only 28 miles. Love these beautiful wraps around those trucks. It's a nonprofit organization. All the money they collect will go to the care and feeding and safety of these animals. We'll go inside for a brief orientation, and as we filmed our intro, look at that. Beautiful black and white lemurs all over us. We love them.
Yeah, out of the blue, they'll hop on your head and on your shoulder, and you'll be surprised.
Yeah. Donna and Nina work so hard to give these rescued animals a good life. You can see the quality of this indoor playground for them. We went outside, they gave us little containers of food, and believe me, these lemurs are used to this.
This routine.
Yeah. They're so gentle, and their hands, look at that. They've got fingers, and they just grab you, and they love this food.
And there are no nails. You're not going to get scratched.
No. That's Donna. She cares for these animals like they're her children. There are parrots, macaws, giant tortoises, toucans, deer, these animals called cavies that are like the capybara, marmosets, all kinds of unexpected animals, and you get to get up close and personal with them, and look at that.
I was impressed with how much information they had on the animals, and they were so in depth with their education on how to take care of these animals and what they need.
Yeah, this one in particular was just a big Notre Dame fan. He just kept going for my hat and my camera. That is a lot of fun. These tours cost about $50, and they also have yoga with the lemurs, and when you go out and do yoga, as Linda did, there'll be deer and these cavies, and just a fun time. Fun to watch, even if you're not actually participating in the yoga. They like some foods more than others. These ringtail lemurs.
Aren't they cute?
And the giant tortoise, I love this guy. We're watching this right along with you, making comments along the way. Look at that. There's a baby lemur. There's Linda. She's going to get into the yoga. That's one of the cavies I told you about. And here come the ringtails.
Oh, they're coming in for yoga. Now, this yoga class is a little extra cost. But what fun it was.
She's going to get some more company. Look at that deer. That's a classic shot right there. I love all those lemurs around you. They're about to get scared away.
Oh,
The Chase Sanctuary is near the town of Webster, if you're familiar with Webster, Florida. Linda's no rookie.
Look at him chewing.
Next, we're going to go to GrandView Clydesdales. This was an impressive place. That's Shannon and Karen Cobbs. They're the owners. GrandView is about 35 miles from the villages. It takes about 50 minutes, 45 or 50 minutes to get there. And when you get there, you'll come to a barn-type structure where you'll get an orientation and watch a video. And then you're going to get a tour of the actual Clydesdale barns and the farm a little bit.
Very impressive. So many awards given to those horses or awarded to those horses.
Now, these are world champions. I think there are more world champions here than anywhere. That's Karen. She's giving us a rundown on what we're going to do today. They breed these Clydesdales. And here they'll show us some video. These are excerpts from a video that they'll show you when you're on the tour. Now, these tours cost about $50. And they're held at irregular times because often they're gone to horse shows, but you can find these tours on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when they're in town. That contraption on the right there is where they, well, I'll let you explain it, Linda.
Let's say all those male horses enjoy it.
They collect the, you know, from the horses. That's Moses right there. And what a beast he is. Big, gentle giant.
I have never felt so small.
Yeah, it's over a ton. Clydesdales all over the world are ancestors of some of these. Yeah, Linda loves horses. We've had horses in the past. She's a good rider.
Beautiful creatures.
This tour is handicapped and elderly accessible. This barn was really neat, and these horses are so inquisitive. Look at them. They're all looking out their windows. They want to be petted. They want to be touched.
And it was that each stall had their own fan, so they were cool. They had it going on.
This is definitely one of the best things that we've done since we've been here going on this tour. All these horses have names. They'll let you pose for them. Gentle. And these are giants. I mean, these horses, like we saw with Moses back there, they get to be a ton or more. Huge feet with huge horseshoes. This
one's a talking one.
Yeah, this is like Mr. Ed here. So cool.
Oh, I said that feels so good.
Yeah, he likes that. Well, we had a lot of fun on this tour, and we would recommend it to anyone. It's a short drive, and it's a unique experience. Look at the size of the feet. I can't remember that one's name. Do you remember?
I do not.
He's the one they bring out to pose with everybody, at least on the day that we were there. And everybody on the tour gets up close and personal and gets to take a picture. These horses are magnificent. These are all GrandView Clydesdales. There we are. That's our moment with him. I'm 6'3". You can see that horse is tall.
I would have to have a ladder to get up on that. But they're not for riding.
Well, they are ridden. People ride Clydesdales all over. In fact, we lived in Amish country, and there were Clydesdales that the Amish rode. A nice tour. We had a good time. Now we head over to Cocoa Beach. You remember Jeannie?
Oh, yes.
That's where Jeannie, I Dream of Jeannie, is from. But we didn't see anything pertaining to her because that was mostly a set. And we're at Wildlife Watersports. What a cool place. It's nestled right there on the beach. The swimming pool. They rent all kinds of stuff. They rent kayaks and paddle boards, and they have pontoon boats. And on this day, we took out a cat boat. You may have seen our other cat boat adventure last week. This is a different cat boat. It's the same boat, but it has an electric trolling motor. It's only going to go maybe 10 miles an hour max. Very easy to control. Nothing strenuous about operating or riding on this boat. It's a quiet, peaceful ride. We were out looking for dolphins. We saw jumping fish, beautiful scenery, eagles. It's just a cool thing to do. Their boat rentals start at $50 and up. She explained all the safety procedures, which there aren't many because this boat is very simple. You can see it has the little canopy on top to keep you out of the sun.
But you should still take your sunscreen.
Definitely take your sunscreen. And your feet can get wet if you want them to.
Yeah.
There's some of the kayaks they have for rent. This is really a quaint little place. I really liked it. Now, Cocoa Beach and Wildlife Watersports is about an hour and 50 minutes from where we live in the Villages, 109 miles. That's it. Just got a handle. You twist it, and you just point it the direction you want to go, and that's all there is to it. Very quiet.
I liked it. It was so leisurely.
It's a whole different thing than the cat boat we rode last week, which had a 30 horsepower motor and would absolutely fly. That was a little more stressful for you, but I mean, I love them both. They each have their own charm, you know. And there's always just something about being out on the water.
And we had a perfect day. The weather was glorious.
So this would be about a 2-hour drive from the Villages, and you could be out there having fun on one of these very quiet and easy to operate cat boats. This is the Banana River Lagoon. I was really wanting to see dolphins on the day that we were there, but we did not see any. That's really special when you're out in a pontoon boat or a cat boat and you get to boat along with the dolphins. The only thing that would have made this day better would be if Jeannie would have been around. She came to the Villages 2 years ago. She's still
really?
Kicking. Barbara Eden.
Oh.
She's still doing her thing.
Wow.
Hard to believe that when they filmed I Dream of Jeannie, she couldn't show her belly button on TV.
Oh my goodness, times have changed.
But that's a fun day, and we highly recommend it to everyone. So many things to see and point out as you ride along. The homes along this waterfront. That's the life. Live there and look at that ocean and have your own boat outside with a lift. You see kayakers all the time in Florida. Of course, this is one of the areas that would definitely get pummeled by the hurricanes. We're happy to be inland where we can take a 2-hour car ride and be just about to any beach we want.
Wow, look at that. I wonder if they had a maid service.
I'm pretty sure they do. So here we are coming back in. They take really good care of you here. I think we're going to go back.
I think we should.
There are lots of other things to do in Cocoa Beach as well. We played miniature golf there at Golf and Gator.
Yeah, I think we did some golf cart riding.
Now we're going to head over to Homosassa. Now Homosassa is west of the villages, and that's about 44 miles to PT's Airboat Adventures. That's a cool boat right there. That's a beast of a motor. And here we are outside. Now there are other airboat services, and there are some a lot closer than 44 miles. But this one is one where you're going to go fast. And it's very comfortable. You didn't feel at all threatened in it, did you, Linda?
No.
You can see the seats there. You'll have hearing protection. The ones we went on closer to home here, they did not even have hearing protection for us because the motor wasn't that loud, the trip wasn't that fast.
And they've had more seats for lots more people. This one was for less people.
Right. We just went on one recently that seated 18 people, and any age would be allowed. Now this, you can see the seat there behind the captain. Very comfortable. It's got bars to hold on to. There I am taking my seat. Now I was videoing from up there with one hand, sometimes two hands. But he would take some rip-roaring turns.
This was not for the faint of heart.
It would scoot around all these little waterways, back into some canals, and just a lot of fun. I loved this so much more than the slower airboat rides.
I agree. I think so, because it really gave you a little bit of a thrill, but it wasn't enough to scare you.
Right. And we'll get up to speed here in just a minute. You can kind of take a look. Always when you leave the dock, whether it's a cat boat or a pontoon boat or an airboat, you have to go at a no-wake speed. And there are lots of places in Florida where there's no-wake speeds where you really have to slow down because of the manatees. You don't want to injure one of those beautiful manatees. This is a giant motor, and that's why you need those ear muffs, the hearing protection. You can't really get the full effect, but we are flying right here.
And you really don't wear a hat.
Yeah, you would not be wearing a baseball hat, not around frontwards anyway.
No. Notice my hat. It's on my neck behind me.
Yeah, and it is fast and it is thrilling, but as you can see, I'm definitely videoing, so I've got my hand in the air with my camera trying to get a good picture for you. So while it's thrilling, it's not going to be scary. He'll take some tight turns. He'll whip it to the right, he'll whip it to the left. See that little canal? We're going to fly through that baby. And if we run out of canal, guess what? He can still keep going, because these airboats will ride basically on no water. And this will be a tour where you'll see some wildlife. You'll see some lots of birds. You may see a dolphin. You can just imagine how that feels when you're on the boat taking these tight turns. Again, this is PT's Airboat Adventure. When you're out on the water, the sky always looks amazing, doesn't it?
Beautiful. Clouds, the blues. Florida's a lovely place.
And again, you'll pass by some amazing houses that right there on the water. That would be a fun lifestyle, but I'm sure that everything would be more expensive, especially the price of your home, the taxes, the insurance. It's a good trip. I think I want to go back there too.
Me too.
Now we're heading over to Uncle Donald's farm. Now that's not far at all from where we live. It's only 11 miles from our house here in the Villages. It takes about 20 minutes to get there. It's right up in Lady Lake. This is a great place to take kids. It's cheap, it's $10 admission, and you'll want to call and see when they're open, but when we were here, they were open Thursdays through Saturdays.
I highly recommend this for grandparents to take their grandkids. This is a great place.
Now, if you love the fancy big zoos, this may not be for you because some of these animals are indeed in cages. And they don't have the room to run like some others, but they have a lot of farm animals. You know, you're going to see goats and pigs and chickens. They have cows, beautiful blue and gold macaw. They have llama. We saw a llama. They're beautiful rabbits. Birds of prey. They have giant tortoises, and I think they even have a baby gator. We went with the grandkids. They had a lot of fun there. You know, chickens were pretty common up in Indiana, but I have to admit, here in the Villages, I don't see too many.
No.
I mean, at Publix, I see one every once in a while.
For Sunday dinner.
Extra crispy. But it looks like a family business. I'm not totally sure, but it's run with love, I can tell you that. Always love these tortoises. They get so old.
Look at their faces. Amazing. Aw.
Hey, look at my camera, mister. It's a coyote, again, in a cage. That will turn some viewers off. Fancy cranes. There he is. It's hard to get good pictures when there are lots of shadows and sunlight. And they have a hayride for kids. Well, for everybody, not just for kids. Hayrides are fun. You sit on a bale of hay after a safety briefing. This is during COVID, so we're wearing masks. They're going to make a big loop around their farm, and we will feed some animals. We had tractors on our farm back in Indiana.
We did.
I had a big John Deere tractor. I had a Massey Ferguson. I loved my Massey Ferguson. You know what? All that stuff is hard to keep up, though.
Busy life.
There we go. Feed them. Hey, do you think we could ever get somebody that would pay us to come in our house and feed us?
I'm sure it may happen in about 10, 15 years.
We think it's something that our grandkids will remember a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are plenty of other places to explore around the Villages. Russell Stover, there's a battlefield, the Dade battlefield. There's a tractor museum close by. You've got lots of walking parks that you can go to. The Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive is really cool. Uncle Donald's was fun, and we hope you enjoyed coming along with us. That's it. our top 10 plus a few honorable mention. They were a lot of fun.
We had a blast doing those things, and there's many, many more you can do.
Yeah, we're looking for more, and we will do some more. We have fun. We try to make them within an hour, maybe 2 hours of where we live, and there's plenty to do in Central Florida. Again, guys, if you liked our video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to see all of our videos, ring that little bell. That will notify you every time we post one.
Until next time.
See you when you get here.